Hello everyone and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are finally putting together the Caliban Build-A-Figure. Here we have all the figures needed in this wave to complete the Caliban Build-A-Figure. Gambit is not displayed here as he does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece, but we do have Beast with the head, Weapon X with a leg, Forge with an arm, Blink with the other leg, Jubilee with the torso, and then Skullbuster with the other arm. But enough about that, let's go ahead and get this put together and take a look at Caliban. Alright, and here are all the pieces laid out, and they're pretty straightforward connections, but a little bit tough to get in. There we go. And the ports are the same on the legs, so just pay attention to the right and the left side. But, oh man, but you can tell by the bottom of the feet the orientation. And then we go in with the arm. There we go, yep. And the other arm, and finally popping on the head. Awesome, let's go ahead and take a look now. And here is Caliban fully assembled, looking pretty imposing actually. He's a pretty tall figure. In fact, when standing straight up, he comes in at about 7 7/8 inches tall, which is about 20 centimeters, so he's just about the 8-inch mark, so he is definitely one of the bigger figures. And yeah, it's a good-looking sculpt, a good-looking design. I'm pretty sure we've seen this body mold before. It's kind of a generic large figure mold. I'd have to double check and see if we have seen it before, but certainly is cool looking. I like the use of some of the pearlescent whites that we get there throughout, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a well done figure. He doesn't have any accessories, so let's kind of go ahead and just jump in and get a better look here at Caliban. And here is Caliban up close. Very cool looking expression. I like it a lot. We get just some decent subtle painting throughout, so it's not just a plain white. We do have some of those highlights throughout, and then the eyes came out looking good. And I like it. We get the darkness around the eyes. The teeth could have been a little bit better painted, but still came out not too bad. And something that was interesting too, on that backside, you can see that pink there. That makes up the inside of his mouth there. So that's kind of interesting that they have that as a separate piece versus being sculpted on there. But then looking at the ears and the back of the head, all very cool and very well done. Looking down at the rest of the figure, so pretty standard body mold for the larger Build-A-Figure, and the paint came out looking pretty good. You get this sort of pearlescent white throughout, which is pretty cool. I like that, and the paint came out with some clean lines, so no real complaints there. And then looking at the hands, we get these nice open claws, look very cool, and that's for both hands. I like that. Yeah, really well done. And I like that we get the same shading that we get with the head there. And then not a whole lot else going on, throughout the rest. Just some pretty basic paint. And again, we get sort of that pearlescent white. And then we get down to his big old monster feet there. Yeah, very cool looking figure. Looking at the articulation, so you have a head that can go side to side. He can bury his chin, not too bad. He can look up quite a ways. You do have arms that can come up pretty far. You get full rotation. You do only have a single jointed elbow, and then you do have rotation and hinge on each of the hands. You do have a ab crunch that is actually pretty deep, forward and backwards. You have a waist rotation, legs that can come apart actually pretty far for such a big guy, so that is cool. Can kick forward, not too bad. Backwards, not much at all. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, although I had a hard time, there we go. Double jointed knees. I had a hard time with that top part of the hinge. He does have a boot cut, and then he has a hinge and ankle pivot. And just to get a little better idea of the size of Caliban, here we have him standing a little bit taller than the Space Venom Build-A-Figure and a little bit shorter than the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. And finally, here we have the entire wave next to each other. We have Beast and Blink, Skullbuster, Jubilee and Weapon X in front of the Caliban Build-A-Figure, and then Gambit and Forge. And that about does it for this review, everyone. So overall, I was happy to get a Caliban figure, because again, rounding out the X-Men collection, which is what this entire wave is about, is always an exciting thing to do, and I just want to have some mutants on display. in my Detolfs there. So I'll take it. I'll take everything I can get X-Men. I love that Hasbro has given us more and more of them. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe for more content just like this. And aside from that, thanks for watching my video and have a great day.